Howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with General Ducky. Today I have for you Jester29 playing as T54E1. He spawned on Fiery Salient. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that and slaughtering the actual pronunciation, but it's basically Prokhorovka, South Spawn. He's top tier, 3 tier 9s on each team, one of which is an M5355. Each team has... well, they have 3 scouts, his team have 2 scouts. And rather than going the standard 1-2 line and camping the majority of the match, he's taking the hill. A bit of a risky maneuver, but if it pays out, it'll pay out good. I personally don't like going hill because it's a bit too open and exposed for me. One thing that a lot of these tanks have trouble with is climbing hills, especially American tanks. But overall, I think it does okay. I mean, it's doing around 10, 12, 14 at most. It's going up a pretty steep hill. Little 1390 up here. And a 12T. Takes a hit from the 1390. Shuts him down. And he shuts down the 12T as well. He picks up the team's first 2 kills, and they're both on light tanks. He took 1 hit from the 1390 in the process, and 1390 got ripped to shreds. Jester also managed to dodge 2 or 3 artillery shells in the process. He's warning the 1390 that artillery is focusing on this area. T54E1 gets spotted, but 3 artillery on each team and not 1 shell comes in. So he pings the area and posts up Artie with a question mark. He gets spotted, and as he's being spotted, the M5355 signaling that he's covering that area, thereby letting Static know that if he pokes and gets some eyes up there, he's going to have artillery support. And the 50T pokes up and he spots some 50T, or the prototype, one of them spots them, but there's a rival T54E1 and T69 and T34 up there. All that popping up just as the prototype gets taken out by the M4043 on the enemy team. Bit of communication going on between him and the artillery. He's asking them to let him know when they're loaded so he can pull up and get eyes on them. Now he's going for the T69. Big high roll on the first shot and finishes him off with a second shell, but he loses his ammo rack. Sorry for slurring my words there. He lost his ammo rack. T34 and a Tiger too. Yeah, he's just getting off the hill. Not dealing with 2 tier 8 heavy tanks, almost full health, with minimal artillery support. Now personally right here I would have reloaded my clip. Artillery was looking for him, and going through this area is a bit of a risky maneuver. You could potentially drown yourself. As you can see there, 2 seconds left on the clock, he barely made it. And this is a medium tank, rather decent mobility, and it's still almost drowned. I don't know what this area is like now in 9.15, but back in 9.2 that was a dangerous area to go. He finally decides to reload his clip. And the physics are a bit shaky still in the game. E75 is saying that Jester's been camping. You know, he said, just camp, it helps, yeah. Well, apparently the E75 was spending too much time dying in order to realize that Jester's pretty much the only one over here holding this entire side. Everyone else that comes over seems to die. So now he's got a full clip and he's taking the hill again. It looks like it's just the T-34 over there protecting the other side, but boy is there a lot of enemy tanks that died up here. Would have been a completely different story if the enemy had to push down the 1-2 line rather than pushing the 9-0 line. T-34 puts a big hit into the Jag Panther, and the M53-55 finishes him off. Jester's backing up in a bush to get protected, make sure he doesn't get spotted. Just waiting for the T-34 to show up. He'll be here eventually. Big slow American heavy tank, and he's got to climb up a hill. Not the best of combos, but he arrives eventually. Waiting for him to expose his hull, and there you go. 66 hit point crumb snatch. He gets spotted, so he's moving the hell out of there so he doesn't get smacked by the enemy artillery. It's now 6 versus 6. Both teams have 3 artillery. Unfortunately, they have a scout. But overall, the match is fairly even. I don't know how they're doing on hit points, but tank-wise, it's still 50-50. Their artillery seems to be on the ball pretty well. There's the T-71, he's another little crumb snatch. Where'd he go? There he is.
Gotcha.
That was a pretty lucky shot. Now he's reloading his clip again. After he takes out the T-71, that shot could have pretty much gone just about anywhere. Gonna speed it up a bit through here. Jester's now loaded. And he's telling the T-34 to move up because he's still 100% health, whereas Jester's, yeah, he's below half health. Artillery easily could be up in A0 and hiding in the bushes and not be spotted. But it's not too common of an area for artillery to be. He spots the 53-55, shuts him down, and 40-43 takes the shot.
We've lost a track.
Shuts down the tier 9 and 8 artillery, but he gets smacked by the tier 7. He's lucky he didn't get shot by the KV-13 and the IS-8 as well. He picked up his 7th kill. Almost fully reloaded again. T-34 is going out to spot for him. Carefully avoiding the cap so he doesn't signal his location, basically. There's the IS-8.
We didn't even
Shooting in third person and he's not going through. That one, critical hit. There you go, he's shooting too low.
They're knocked out.
That one shut him down though, securing his 8th kill and a Radley Walters medal. Speed up his reload. There we go. Well, KV-13 shows up. And he misses a shot on him. Can he get the 9th kill? And he takes his track off. And he secures his 9th kill. One more shot, basically, and he gets his 10th kill, earning himself a Pools medal. Three and a half minutes left on Cat, or 3.5 minutes left in the battle. If he can't secure the kill, oh, there he is. Come on, almost loaded. Just as he loads, a douchebag in the T54. Yeah, I'm not going to say his name, but you can clearly see who it is. Steals his kill after he kindly requested to get 10 kills. Now, would have been a Pools medal. I'm not sure if it is his first one. When we talk about the after battle results, I'll tell you if it was or wasn't. Hopefully, if I remember. If I don't, I'm sorry. But pretty good match overall, either way. Surprisingly, that was only a second class for Jester, but he managed to pick up himself a Radley Walters Top Gun and a Naden's medal for killing all enemy light tanks, must be at least 3. And that stupid T-34 at the end of the match, Crumb snatched his 10th kill away from him, robbing him of his Pools medal. And it seems I've forgotten to look up if he has ever gotten a Pools medal before, so I apologize for that. But this match, he was top for, unsurprisingly, he was top for damage, kills, and experience. Actually, my bad, he wasn't top for damage. The M12 on the enemy team did 17 damage more than him. But he did 2,980 damage, 9 kills. Honestly, how was this not an ace tanker match? He fired 20 shells, hit 18, penned 17. Really good ratios, especially the auto-loading medium tank. As I said, he did 2980 damage, 743 from his over 300 meters. Received 4 hits, all of them penetrated. One was a result of splash. He spotted 2 enemy tanks, damaged 9 enemy vehicles, killed 9, so everything he shot, he killed. And as I said, this replay was from 9.2, so it's a bit glitchy. Like you can see up here, there's no mini medals, there's just the massive ones, and it doesn't say how much experience he earned. But he did just over 1,000 assisted damage and traveled nearly 4 kilometers. After taxes, he pocketed, around just over 9,000 silver. And that match, I'd say he got about 4,000 experience, judging by what the numbers down here are saying. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all in the next one. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would share this video or my channel with your friends. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers, but I can't do it without help from you guys, the viewers. So if you enjoyed this, I hope you enjoyed it, but if you have any comments or suggestions, things you'd like me to do, things I can work on, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy battles!